Julie's Montessori Minutes. I'm Miss Julie. I'm glad you found this video. Let's take a minute to talk about how our personal history affects our ability to have a growth mindset. Our personal history may make it easy for us to have a growth mindset. Our personal history might make it very difficult for us to have a growth mindset. And there's 3 areas of this I'd like to discuss for 2 purposes, really. One is you may find yourself with some work to do because of your personal history. That might be a little bit of work that, with good friends and affirmations and a support group, you can sort through. Resources such as working through things with a therapist, which is, I think, awesome for everyone to consider. The second reason is we want to make sure that we are parenting in a way that our child's personal history, which is, we're making that history right now with our child, sets them up for having an easier time developing their own growth mindset, right? Before we go any further in this video, I just wanted to take a moment to say that the purpose of this video is not at all to be diagnostic or therapeutic. I'm just offering you some information that I've learned in my Montessori training and in research since then, just to get you thinking about what might get in the way of your own growth mindset and what could get in the way of a child's growth mindset as that absorbent brain is taking in the environment, including the adult role model and influencer in their lives. All right, now back to the video. So there are 3 things I'd like to talk about here in our personal history. One is the Mneme. So the Mneme is what Dr. Montessori called the special memory that we all have that was incarnated while we were young children before the age of 3. So they're memories that are in our subconscious, but we can't access them. They're driving our life, and either those memories lead us to believe we're capable of improving our situation and growing, or they lead us to believe that we are not. And so this is such a precious power the young child has to incarnate their environment, and they're incarnating their relationships and however the adults that they love, the adults that cared for them, mirrored their own identity. And what did the adults that cared for them, the adults they loved, model as far as a growth mindset? So that's all in that memory that we can't access, how those beliefs about ourselves got in there, but they never go away. That Mneme never goes away. So we're either going to find it boosts our ability to have a growth mindset, or leads us with a little baggage to do the work of sorting out and sometimes recovering from. Second thing is this personality. So most psychologists agree that the foundations of our personality are set by age 3. So that's pretty young. So we may find our basic foundational personality to be either a boost to having a growth mindset or a hindrance to having a growth mindset. And I understand that's a very simple way of putting it, but this is a short video. All right. So third thing to consider for understanding our relationship with our own child, particularly our own toddler, and this is that we are born with a natural energy type. Now, in Montessori training, we learn about Dr. Sheldon and his ectomorph, endomorph, mesomorph theory of energy types and how it affects our health and contributes to our personality. There's that. You can research Dr. Sheldon if that's something you want to dive into, but that's basically one theory of our basic nature that we come in. Well, we're in the womb, we have this nature, right? It's our nature, right? Not personality. Another theory is from Carol Tuttle, and she talks about 4 basic energies, nature. One is the more serious child, the fun loving, the worker, and the sensitive natures. So here is not to delve into all of those different natural energy types. It's just acknowledgement that we do come in this world with a natural energy type. And sometimes the adults in our environment don't support our natural energy type. And you may realize in your own childhood or maybe your own current relationships that your natural energy type isn't valued, and sometimes like you're the only serious person in your family and everybody else was fun loving and you felt like I don't fit in. Or maybe you and your parent had very different energy types and you were in conflict because the parent thought you should be more like them. Or maybe you were in a family that really celebrated everybody's differences and saw the value in everyone's different energy type. So what we want to pledge to do so that our own children can have growth mindset and believe that whoever they are, they can improve themselves, they can learn new things, they can accomplish new goals, they can always be growing, and instead of saying I can't, they'll be saying how can I? So just acknowledging if you have a different natural energy type than your child, working on not ever making the child feel less than you because they're different, and not trying to fit them into a mold based on your own identity. Or maybe your child is just like you, but you've got that history that made you feel bad about being a fun-loving person because your parents were serious or your whole family was serious. And so you feel bad that your true nature was fun-loving and you got it kind of shamed out of you. And then when you have a fun-loving child, you're like, oh, that's not how we're supposed to be back in your Mneme. And you're not embracing your child's fun loving. So I hope that was helpful in understanding how our personal history can affect whether or not we have a growth mindset. Please let me know your thoughts on it in the comments below, and please subscribe to this channel if you want to see future videos about growth mindset or positive parenting, Montessori theory, or how to prepare the environment to support your child's self-confidence and joy. Thanks for watching. Go.